How to make money by starting a storytelling YouTube channel. Yes, how to make money by starting a storytelling YouTube channel. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Storytelling by Star. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make money by starting a storytelling YouTube channel. So I have been on YouTube for over 2 months now, and I must say I have seen it all. No, I've not seen it all, but I've seen a greater percentage of what is. I've seen the good, I have seen the bad, and whatever it is that is in between. So this is my take. You have to pick up a pen and your journal because we are here for serious business. What I'm about to teach you is what I paid so much money for, and I'm going to be teaching you for absolutely free. So if you think you like the sound of this, stay glued to your screen. You want to make money on YouTube, right? You want to make money by telling stories on YouTube. It's possible. But at the same time, in all truth, it's not as easy as it may seem. It's not as easy as you might have been told. But the good part is, nothing good comes easy. Everywhere you go, you have to work. Even if you want to beg for money, that begging is the work that you have to put in to have that money. So you see, it's fair. If you think all you need is just a camera and a mouth to tell stories, trust me, you're in for a long ride, and that ride is not smooth at all. But don't worry, I've got you covered. In the course of this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make money on YouTube by telling stories. And I'm going to be doing that with no long grammar, no motivational nonsense. I'm going to be giving it to you as it is. Without wasting time, we are going to move straight into the business of the day. Step 1. You might think the first step is to choose a storytelling niche. It's not just choose a storytelling niche. Choose a storytelling niche that actually sells. It's one thing for you to just choose a niche. It's another thing for you to choose a niche that sells. Now, you cannot tell just any story and expect people to care. You cannot tell stories that people are not watching. You cannot tell stories that people are not searching for and expect to have views. It will not work. You need the views. And for you to achieve that views, you have to tell stories that people want to see. You have to tell stories that people are searching for. So you must choose a storytelling niche that actually sells. Pick that pen and paper. It's time to write down. I'm going to be giving you a few storytelling niches that actually sell in the YouTube market. Number 1, African folktale. There is beauty in watching contemporary stories. There is beauty in seeing people wear the clothes you want to wear. There is beauty in seeing people wear that wig that you can't even afford to buy. But there is this solace that comes with watching African folktales. People love culture. People love their heritage, and because you are African, you are likely going to have a larger audience of Africans. So you don't want to tell American folktale or Spanish folktale when you are African. You live in Africa all your life, you have been an African, and then you're like, what do you even know about Spain? People love culture. People love the feeling of nostalgia. Imagine listening to that African story with that local drum playing in the background. You are seeing people wear African traditional outfits. You are seeing people bear African traditional names. It gives that calm. It gives that feeling of nostalgia, and people like it. African folktales sell. Number 2, real life relationship drama. This Nollywood actress just got pregnant for Flog Me There. This Nigerian content creator just did this, put me there. Something just happened. This man slept with that, blah, blah. Put me in the group chat, share link. You see, there is this excitement that comes with real life relationship drama. People love love, and watching a love story gives you the feeling that one day you self go find love. So people love love. People love to relate to love. They like to watch relationship drama, relationship issues, love stories. So real life relationship drama sells. It never runs out of sale. Number 3, mystery and horror stories. Now, I understand that you're just a girl and you're living alone in your self-contained and you don't want to watch horror. But trust me, there are people that have drank gbogbo niche. They have promised themselves that if it is not horror, it's not it. People love horror. There are people that do not want to know what will happen next. They just want it to come at them. If it is not scary, it's not it. People enjoy horror. And since there are not many horror storytellers out there, horror and mystery stories will sell. Number 4, historical and biographical stories. What is history? History is a thing that connects the past to the present and predicts the future. With that definition alone, you should know that history is always going to be in the market. Most of us were probably not born when Mary Slessor was saving twins, but we know her story now because we have read books, we have watched documentaries, people have made stories, made movies about it, and we know the story now because of history. The next generation of people that will come will want to know what happened in our generation. And what would they resort to? Historical movies, historical stories, history books. So history and biographical stories always sell. Stories about kings, warriors, legends, it sells. Number 4, fictional stories that come in episodes. If I watch a story and that story is episode 1, and at the end of that episode I leave a cliffhanger is just leaving it there. It's hanging, the story is hanging. It hasn't gotten to a resolution. I will not be able to concentrate except I watch that resolution. Now imagine if one day I'm just scrolling on YouTube and then I see the episode 2 of that story that I watched. What will I do? I will click. Or if it happens that I do not watch episode 1 and then I'm going on YouTube and I see episode 2 and I happen to watch it, what will happen? I will go and look for episode 1. Because of watching one story, I have gone to watch another one, making it 2 stories. So fictional stories that come in episodes always sell. Now think about all those Netflix episodes, all those Netflix series that you watch. Do you not always want to watch to the end? Before I enter the next important step, if you have not liked this video, please like it now, subscribe to the channel, and if you are feeling generous, you can go in the comment section and drop the next topic that you want me to teach as regards storytelling on YouTube. Step 2. When you are done with carving out your storytelling niche that sells, the next thing is for you to create a story that will hook people. You don't just create a story that will hook your viewers. Take note, nobody is going to watch your story if it is boring. Even that your friend that you will share your link to is not going to watch it if it's boring. Let it be that your storyline is interesting, your story is interesting, and YouTube is refusing to push your videos. That one can be sorted. But if your story is boring today, my sister, it will be boring tomorrow, my brother. It will be boring the day after tomorrow. There is not going to be any remedy for a boring story. So create a story that hooks your audience. In telling your story, start with suspense. Lead people straight into the action. Don't start with introductions, all those long introductions. When I started telling stories on YouTube, I used to spend my first minute saying, welcome to my YouTube channel, my name is this, in this channel, blah, blah, blah. Take people straight into the action. Let people go back and like, did I miss something? What just happened? What just happened? Did I miss something? I'm going to give you an example. If you want to tell a story about Ada, how Ada moved from the village to the city and how she got pregnant and blah, 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 blah. Instead of starting with, once upon a time, there lived a girl named Ada. Ada moved to the city. Start with, at age 13, Ada was already pregnant. You see? Which one prompts you to go and watch the story to the end? The second one, because people want to see, what happened to Ada? 13 years, what happened? So they will watch to the end so that they will see what happened that Ada got pregnant at 13 years old. The content may be the same for both stories. But what will make me scroll away and leave this one is once upon a time there was Ada. What will make me stick to this one is at age 13, Ada was already pregnant. What happened? Let me see what happened to Ada. Do you understand? Start with suspense. Get straight into the action. You can come back and do all those welcome to my channel later. When I started this video, did I start with welcome to my channel? Did I start with subscribe to my channel? I started with how to make money by starting a storytelling YouTube channel. After that, I did welcome. I have already hooked my viewers with that first line. So your first lines are not for introduction. They are not for all of those. It's for the hook. It's for action. Get people straight into it. Do you understand? Another important aspect of step 2 is use everyday language. There is one thing about telling AI to give you a story. AI will always use jargons. In the bustling city of Lagos, where skyscrapers towered over the tall buildings, and in the lush greenery, and you see all of those jargons, you have to use your dictionary to understand. Use everyday language. People did not come to watch Shakespeare. If they wanted Shakespeare, they know where to find Shakespeare. I came to watch your stories and feel okay. I came to relax and enjoy myself. It's not 5 seconds into the story. I'm already looking for my dictionary to check the meaning of lush greenery so that I can follow the story. Use everyday language that your audience understand. Sometimes you can tweak it, add a little of pidgin here and there, add a little of your language here and there, and make it make sense. Do you know that I am an Anan girl? But recently, I made a story that was set in Igbo land. I had to form a folktale in Igbo language. I had to learn Igbo, and I had to sing Igbo for the purpose of that story. You see, now a core Igbo person coming to watch that story will see me starting with their folktale. I'm like, let me see what this person has to offer. So use everyday language, please. Don't go and be using in the lush greenery, in the did. No, nobody wants to learn English here. We just want to have fun. We just want to enjoy ourselves. Do you understand? Also, keep your stories short at first, something like 10 to 15 minutes. The reason is you are just starting. You don't expect to get everything right. Let me tell you that after 1 month of consistent storytelling, you will go back and watch your first video and you're like, "Chai, na me do this one oh." That is because there are some things you just learn on the job. You cannot get it right before you start. There are some things you learn on the job. Your audience is not my audience. So you can't even use my template to run your own. It's okay, this person does this, so let me take it word for word, action for action. There are some things you have to discover on your own, on the job, as in creating the stories and discovering them at the same time. So if I share my video link to my friend, please help me and watch the video on YouTube, and the story is 10 minutes. By the time my friend has watched 5 minutes and she's not feeling the story and she wants to leave, she's already on her way to the end of the story. She has done half. Do you know that that sends a message to YouTube that, okay, this story is actually interesting. To have kept this person for more than half of the story length, it is interesting. On the contrary, if you do a 30-minute story as you are just starting, and then I want to watch the video and I watch the first 5 minutes, I'm like, let me just go. I'm watching it to fulfill all righteousness because I'm your friend. I have not done half. Half of 30 is 15, and I have just done 5 minutes. It sends a message to YouTube that this story is probably not interesting. That is why this person could not watch to the end or even do up to half. Do you understand? So keeping it short at the beginning is going to help you. There will come a time that you will make 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour length of stories, and you are going to have the desired audience. But for now, it is advisable to keep it short for the sake of audience retention. Do you understand? Step 3. Find the right voice and delivery. You see this your voice? It is your weapon. It is what you are going to use to tell the story. This voice can determine whether I enjoy your story or not. You don't have to sound like a radio or TV presenter, but at the same time be clear and engaging. If your voice is naturally dull, I understand that. You can experiment with different AI voiceovers. I'm going to make a video on different sites that you can use in generating AI voiceovers for your story. Experiment with AI voice, experiment with your real voice. I'm not talking to those that have landed 3 million subscribers. I'm not talking to those that have landed 2,000 subscribers. I'm talking to those that want to venture into storytelling. You need to experiment. I'm talking to those that are going to make a resolve at the end of this video that they are going to start storytelling on YouTube. So you don't have to just enter and decide, okay, I've decided I'm going to do only my voice. Experiment with that AI voice. Let it be that you have experimented AI voice, experimented your voice, and then you come up with an analysis. My voice always does better, and then you stick with your voice. Find the right voice and delivery for your story. Experiment with pacing. This is still about your voice. Sometimes try it fast. Doing a fast-paced story keeps the story going. Doing a slow-paced story increases suspense. So experiment with your pacing. I'm telling you that you cannot just enter and say, okay, I've decided I'm going to be doing fast-paced every time. What if you try fast-paced story and then it's actually the slow-paced story that your audience resonates with more? What if you try the slow-paced story and then your audience are looking for fast-paced? To be able to draw that analysis, don't copy another person's template, hook, line, and sinker. Because this person did slow-paced and had these subscribers, let me also do slow-paced and have that number of subscribers. Do fast-paced, do slow-paced, and draw your analysis after experimenting. Okay? Also, make use of background music and sound effects. See, a background music can change your normal story to a thrilling experience. Because I have said you should use background music, it doesn't mean you should go and carry someone's song and put as background music. You will jam copyright, so copyright claims will come after you. If you are going to use a background music, it should either be the song that you produced, you directed it, you sang it, you did the song, and then it doesn't have any copyright claim. or you're using the song that YouTube has given to you. YouTube has given a variety of songs in our YouTube studio for creators to use as background music and sound effects. Now, I'm also going to make a video on how you can locate different audio sounds and sound effects to use in your video. Imagine listening to that African folktale and then there is this local drum just playing in the background. You may not notice it, but it adds life to that story. It brings light to that story. It just makes it interesting. So always add background songs and sound effects to your story. And then step 4, the cocoa of the matter. We are about to enter the cocoracious cocoa of the matter. The secret to standing a chance among other competitors. Don't forget, you are competing with people that have been in the game for so long. You are competing with people that are average in the game, and you are also competing with people that are also starting the game. So how do you stand a chance among all these competitors? Let me tell you that per minute on YouTube, over 500 videos drop. Over 500 videos are uploaded per minute on YouTube. Let's say out of this 500, 100 is from your niche. How do you stand a chance among these 100 competitors? Exactly. There are a few things you need to take into consideration. Number 1 on the list is titles and thumbnails. This is what your title should do to your viewers. Your title should make your viewers want to see what is the content of that story. Do you understand? It's not just by what you address your story. It's not just pick a name and put Your title should be such that makes a viewer want to come and see what is inside. I'll give you an example. I have a love story. Instead of titling my story, a story about love, if I title it as "She cheated with his best friend and what happened next" will shock you. Which one do you think someone is likely going to click? The second one. Do you remember that time you used to download movies and then you see this long title? She cheated, she maltreated the poor man, not knowing that he was a prince. We used to laugh, right? But let me tell you something. That title was making YouTube algorithm work for that video. So people want to see what will shock them, right? People want to be shocked. And guess what? You have the shock. The only thing that is standing between those your viewers and actually experiencing the shock in your video is the title. That's the connecting rod. Thumbnails. A thumbnail is that picture that stands in front of the video before you even click the video to watch. Let me say, I want to make a video about Ada, how Ada fell in love with Uche, and how Uche's mother did not support the relationship, and she was always trying to do blah, blah, blah. If I'm making a thumbnail, I'll create a picture of Ada looking sad, perhaps standing like this. And then I'll create a picture of Uche also standing. And I'll create a picture of the mother standing in between. Maybe she's looking at the woman like this. And if I want to do extra serene, I can add lightning on top to like build tension. That picture that is going to show people, okay, this is like a relationship drama, is what we call a thumbnail. And if your thumbnail is boring, tell me what will interest me to click and watch it. You don't have to cluster your thumbnail, this, but at the same time, make it stand out. Make it significant enough for people to want to click and see what is inside, what is behind the scene. Do you understand? The next thing to consider under step 4, I hope you are writing down, is make sure your first 10 seconds is not boring. I already said this. This is not the time for you to introduce yourself, not the time for you to welcome people to your channel. Take people straight into action. In your first 10 seconds, people should be like, "Ooh, what's all this juice? What's going on here?" People should want to watch more. So please, do not make your first 10 seconds boring. Action is what should happen in your first 10 seconds. You will come back and do the introduction, you will come back and do all of that in the middle of your story. But as you're starting, do not make your first 10 seconds boring. Within your story, put a call to action. For goodness sake, you are a new creator. You need help. You need that 1 cent of my subscription for you to move forward. There is nothing shameful in telling people to subscribe to your channel. There is nothing shameful in telling people to like your story. Nothing. Treat it as your market. If you were selling clothes, would you not advertise? If you were selling foodstuff, would you not advertise? This is your own market, so you have to advertise. One of the ways to do that advertisement is by telling people to subscribe to your channel, telling people to like your video. There is nothing bad in appealing for likes and for comments and for subscriptions. You need help. Accept it. There is no pride in that. To that end, if you have not liked this video, if you have not subscribed to my channel, okay. Also, reply to comments. You can even start a conversation in your comment section. YouTube likes engagement. If you make a story and someone comes to drop a comment, oh, I love this story, it's beautiful. Don't leave the comment there. Reply, oh, thank you very much. If you are sensible enough, you would even add something. Tell me the next story that you would love to see so that I can make it for your viewing pleasure. If na me you give that kind comment, Jesus, I'm like, oh, who is this? And then the person comes back, okay, I'd like you to make a story about how Star was very rich and then she came back and did giveaway for all her supporters. You see, you have started a conversation right in your comment section. So you don't just have to leave your comments there. This is your business. You have to put in your effort. You have to put in your A game. Start a conversation in your comment section. It's not for you to go to another person's comment section and start a conversation. Do it in your comment section. YouTube likes engagement. Do you understand me? Step 5, how you will get paid. There are several ways that you will get paid on YouTube. Number 1, it will be through YouTube advert placement. Have you ever watched a video and then in between the video an advertisement pops? And because you love that story so well, you will patiently wait for that advert to finish. In some cases, you can't even move. You cannot skip the advert until it has gone to the end. Chai, that is YouTube actually making money. Google is actually making money. Now, how do you get to be a part of this making money process? This one is restricted to having 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. If you hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, this is when you can partner in this YouTube advert placement and make money from those advertisements. Number 2, affiliate marketing. This is where you get to promote books, promote courses, promote products, and people will buy from the sellers and the seller pays you. So I come with my product. Oh, I sell pen. I want you to incorporate this pen into your story. Let people know that this pen writes so well. Then you're like, okay. Then you start making a story. You tell the story of how you use this pen and then you pass the exams. And people go to look for the pen and they buy. And then the seller comes and pays me. That is affiliate marketing. The third way of how you get paid is by direct sponsorship. This is where brands will come and pay you to feature their products, feature their services, feature their brands on your videos, on your stories, and you get paid because they know that if they pay you 200,000 to feature their product on your story, they are going to make 500,000, 700,000 or more. Nobody's going to come and pay you 20,000 to advertise when they are not sure of having 50,000 in return. But as a new creator, this is not even what you should bother your mind with. You should not start thinking of how you will get paid, but it's also important for you to know how to get paid. You don't want to know that after so many months of putting in efforts, it was all for pure entertainment. What? Esther the entertainer? No, please, that's not our portion. We want to make money on this YouTube market. That is why we are here. And then, I'm going to be giving you these final pro tips. These tips is for my supporters. It's for those that like my videos. I'm going to be giving you these tips as extra. Number 1, be consistent. It is better for you to post one video every Monday. That is weekly, one video per week, than for you to post 3 videos this week and then disappear. Use the next 3 months to make another 3 videos and come back after 3 months and post the next 3 videos. If you know that you can only keep up with 1 video per week, please start with 1 video per week. This week, 1 video, next week, 1 video. It sends a message to YouTube that, okay, this person is here to stay. This person is not here to chop and clean mouth. So please, I cannot emphasize the importance of consistency. It is important. Eventually, you are going to get to that part where you can do 3 videos a week. But as you are starting, start with 1 video per week. But if you have the capacity to do more, go ahead. But make sure that whatever pace you are starting with is what you can sustain. Do you understand? Number 2, join storytelling communities. There is something about a community here. It gives you access to information. You are going to know what is trending in your industry. Industry trends is going to be the gist in that community. And then if you are going through a phase, your videos are not doing well and you are starting to doubt yourself, maybe it's my videos, maybe I'm just boring, maybe I'm not doing enough. Someone in that community has already gone through what you are seeing now. And the person will be able to tell you, oh, it's not you, it's just algorithm doing its thing. Chill, is going to come back. Do you understand? You cannot do it as an island. Don't try it. Join storytelling communities on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, WhatsApp, Telegram. Join communities of people that share the same vision with you. People of like minds. It's just like now you want to enjoy memes. Shey you go and join community that dey use to share memes because you want memes. So if you also want to stay updated with industry trends, join storytelling communities. Don't even think about doing it as an island. Don't do it. You are a new creator, for God's sake. You need other people's knowledge. You need to know what other people know. You are going in a direction. You need to know what those that are going in that direction know. And one of the ways to do that easily is by joining a community of storytellers. Number three, try different storytelling styles. I have already said it. Hey, you cannot just start and say, okay, I found my voice. I know that I am good at African folktale. You are a new creator. I'm not talking to those that have landed. I'm talking to those that want to start. So you can't just start and say you have found your voice. You have not found it. That thing that you have found is deceiving you. Start experiment with the fast pace, the slow pace, experiment with African folktale, experiment with horror, experiment with relationship drama. Do different storytelling styles. They will get to a point that you're going to come up with an analysis and say, okay, after trying this is what gave me the highest views. Let me stick to this. So as a new creator, it is best to experiment with different storytelling styles and not just stick to one. Do you understand? Nwara, what is neighbor? I don't know, but I hope you understand my point. Now, if you follow these tips, along the line, you will transform that your storytelling hobby to a money-making machine. And who knows, by December this year, you may just be among the big ballers in town. It's possible. And please, if I have done anything for you in the course of this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to that your friend that you think has storytelling ideas. Share this video to that your friend that has been asking you for updates. This is updates. And keep in touch. For those of you that are camera shy, you don't want to show your face, you just want to run your package from behind the scene, I'm going to be teaching how to generate AI images for your stories. People do it. That is even what I do. That is what I do. I use AI generated images. So stay glued to this channel and expect that in few days. Okay? You go better, you go better, you go better when? Now. This is the update you have been looking for. This is the update you have been asking for. Okay.